Hey guys, how you going? This is BillyEatWorld, and today we're going to take a look at the state of multiplayer FPS games in 2015. The reason I thought I'd make this video is because there's definitely been no shortage of FPS games in recent years, but sadly so many of them have been underwhelming. I guess the reason this is on my mind this week is because I had such high hopes that Rainbow Six Siege would blow me away, and to be honest it really hasn't. It's not that it's a bad game, and I know a lot of people will like it, it's just not what I thought it would be, and it's turned out to not really be my kind of game. I actually felt the same way about Titanfall, Destiny, and even Advanced Warfare last year, and along with a lot of people I went out and bought all three. None of these games really lived up to the hype though, and although they weren't terrible, most people have already moved on to new games. The same thing happened with Battlefield Hardline earlier this year, which I know was a big blow for the community, which really wanted the game to be amazing. Once again, it's not a bad game, but clearly the community prefers BF4, which is now 2 years old and starting to show its age. Now, I think the reason this has really started to sink in for me is because when I take a look at the games that I play on a regular basis, they all have one thing in common. BF4, Arma 3, War Thunder, Company of Heroes 2 and Hearthstone, they all came out around 2 years ago, and I think I'll still be playing them for some time to come. Not just that, pretty much all the other most popular multiplayer FPS games today, with the exception of Destiny, are all also over 2 years old. For example, CSGO, Borderlands 2 and Black Ops 2 are all 3 years old now, Payday 2 is 2 years old, and Team Fortress 2 came out back in 2007. Like what happened with Battlefield Hardline, the new games in these franchises just aren't hitting their mark like the old games did. Players have either stuck to what they know or moved on to different franchises altogether. But where is there really to move on to? With so many AAA multiplayer FPS games failing to make an impact on the community, there really isn't a lot left to choose from. And sadly, the future looks pretty bleak as well, because there's only a few AAA FPS games to come in 2015, and that's just going to drive the hype train even harder. Now that being said, don't worry, all is not lost though. Fallout 4, Black Ops 3 and Battlefront are all coming out later this year, and they all look to be pretty fun. Unfortunately for the BF4 community though, Fallout 4 isn't a multiplayer game, Black Ops 3 is a COD game, and Battlefront is obviously a Star Wars game. Rainbow Six Siege also comes out around the same time, but like I said, it hasn't really shown itself to be a game that would make me want to move away from BF4. It's a bit too slow and a bit too small for me, and although it's got a similar modern theme, it's not anything like Battlefield, which is ultimately what I look for in an FPS game. So what is there upcoming for fans of the BF4 style? Well, early in 2016, Squad apparently looks like it's going to be a pretty good alternative for fans of BF4 and Arma. It's not exactly a AAA game and it isn't available on console, but if you're on PC then it is definitely one that I think will be worth checking out. Apart from that though, until BF5 in late 2016, as far as I know the only thing that remotely comes close to BF4 is Battlefront. And that's what I think most people are looking forward to, but I guess if you're not a fan of Star Wars, well, you might be stuck playing BF4 for some time to come. But anyway guys, that just about wraps up this video, so let me know what games you're most looking forward to in the next 6 months, and as always, if you like what you see, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Also, check out the links in the description below if you want to see more of my videos, or if you want to support my channel on Patreon, and until next time, see you later, and have a good one.